Hi everyone, and welcome back to another MHTV broadcast. This week, we have 4 different stories for you. Today, we will talk about a quiz you can do when you're bored, George Washington Carver, the Kids' Choice Awards, and a live-action Cinderella. We hope you enjoy. Now on to our first story.
Imagine being born enslaved, kidnapped and sold before you could even walk. Yet somehow you became one of the most famous scientists of this country. This is a story about George Washington Carver. George Washington Carver was born in 1864 in Diamond Grove, Missouri, to an enslaved couple. He was kidnapped but later returned to the Carver's farm. Though the Civil War ended in 1865, schools were not yet allowing African American children to attend. Because of this, the Carvers taught George and his brother. He went to a school for black children and finished in his high school in Minneapolis, Kansas. He was denied admission into Highland College when they realized his race. He was not dejected, and his thirst for knowledge continued. He later studied music and art at Simpson College. Here, he began to draw plants, which started his interest in them. A teacher saw his interest in botany and encouraged him to study science further. He then got a science degree from Iowa State. Again, his teachers there recognized his potential and persuaded him to continue his graduate studies. He was then invited to run the agriculture department at the Tuskegee Institute. Some of the research he is famous for is in crop rotation and alternate cash crops. He published a bulletin book called How to Grow the Peanut and 105 Ways of Preparing It for Human Consumption. This was important because at the time, a pest called boll weevil had destroyed Alabama's cotton crops. The farmers began to grow peanuts to save their livelihood. It is said that Dr. Carver helped save the economy of the South. He continued his research on the peanut, and while he did not invent the peanut butter, he came up with more than 300 uses for it. Dr. Carver's research made him famous through the world. He advised many leaders, including Mahatma Gandhi, Henry Ford, and Edison, were great admirers of his too. Unfortunately, he died in 1943. As we celebrate Black History Month, we should remember George Washington Carver and all the hard work he did. Here's a famous quote from him. Fear something is at the root of hate for others, and hate within will eventually destroy the hater. Keep your thoughts free from hate, and you need have no fear from those who hate you.
Hi, I'm Abby. I'm here to talk to you about the KCAs. The Kids' Choice Award is an annual award ceremony. Every year, Nickelodeon creates categories of nominees for an award, and the kids vote in each of these categories. When the show airs, the winners of each category are called up to the stage and to receive their Nickelodeon blimp. And they're doused with icky, sticky green slime. After picking up their award, it is all done for the fun and games. This year's show is scheduled to be aired on March 13th and will be hosted by Kanan Thompson. Last year, 2020, was a crazy year for everyone, even for actors and TV producers. So, while this pandemic is still wrangling, the KCA has adapted to hybrid format that will include some in-person and virtual participation. Some of the categories include favorite video game, favorite social star, favorite actors/actress. Nominees include Olivia Rodrigo, Charli D'Amelio, Tom Brady, Maddie Ziegler, James Charles, and LeBron James. You can use the QR code or go to kca.nick.tv/vote.
Hi, I'm Kenza with a review for a quiz that you can take for free online. This quiz will sort you into your Hogwarts house. In a quiz, you will be asked around 10 to 20 or more questions on personality and interests to determine the answer. You need to be careful which quiz you select, and if the quiz is asking you any questions that make you uncomfortable answering, stop taking that quiz and choose another one. When you're done taking the quiz, you need to submit your answers, and it should show you what your Hogwarts house is. If you want, when you're done taking one quiz, you can take another. If you need to make an account to take the quiz, make a fake account. Don't make one with your real email, but if you don't want to make an account, choose a different quiz. Try it out sometime. Now, to our next news story.
I'm Lennon, and I'm here with your next news story. Have you heard about the new movie that just came to Disney+? It's the live-action Cinderella with Brandy, Whitney Houston, and Whoopi Goldberg. It's not a new movie, though. This movie was made in 1997, but it's new on Disney+. This isn't your typical Cinderella story, so watch the trailer to find out more.
From Walt Disney Home Video, Cinderella sparkles with performances that have critics raving.
I like the way that sounds.
Brandy is adorable. Jason Alexander is hilarious. Bernadette Peters is perfect. And the rest of the cast is all we could wish for.
You've got too big a heart.
Prepare to be swept off your feet by Cinderella. Available to own on February 10th from Walt Disney Home Video.
Well, hopefully you are as excited as we are about this movie. It's a spin on the classic Cinderella.
That's all for this week. We hope you enjoyed the stories we provided for you today. Remember, you can always use a QR code to contribute any stories to our MHTV news team. Thanks for watching!